Uh, Interesting topics to go over today. We have the India and China going to war. Old Navy doing the right thing.
Let's bring in our panel. Richard Fowler,
Trump
senior
and
fellow at the New Leaders Council.
Trump arguing with Biden about Biden's stupidity.
When leaders,
We have this lady who apparently is going from MSNBC is going to get lambasted for Islamophobia, which they eat their own. Pelosi, she goes to a salon apparently amid after having told people they can't go anywhere. And apparently Trump is once again making outlandish claims. But we're going to start with the most important one, in my opinion, which is India and China. That'll be fun. So, oh, hey V, how you doing today, buddy? Tonight I have lots of stuff going on, buddy. I actually have New Game Wednesday this week. I don't see why we couldn't do it tomorrow, though. I definitely, wait, no, tomorrow we have, D&D 40K. So, we will not be able to do it tomorrow. I don't see why we couldn't do it Friday night, though. Let me know. All right, bud? Just, shoot me a message on Discord. So, India and China. So, do I think this is the most important news? Well, because if those two, we'll call them countries, sure, children, though I will wholeheartedly and happily say that I am on the side of India because China is being terrible, not only to India, by basically, they're just going out of their way to make India's life miserable, and through doing anyway, beyond the politics of that nonsense, which I'm not the most knowledgeable about, but China has been going out of its way to basically ruin its own people. Anybody who defends China, you can go ahead and, if they are your friend, you can go ahead and unfriend them. If they ask why, tell them you like China, and you can leave it at that. Most people will understand. But, and I'm not talking about the COVID-19 and the virus and stuff like that. China was doing something that, in all honesty, and it sucks to say that America, specifically Obama, hired them to do. That was something that was done under our sanction. Now, they did terrible things with the, the ability to maintain viruses, which is a scary ass thought that some dude ate a bat. Anyway, not that he ate the bat. I mean, food's food, but, the fact that he ate a bat from a closed lab that he got out, something tells me that story may not be 100% true. Call it a hunch. At some point I'll pick a spot to go to, because if you remember my little colony that I had pre-started, they all died yesterday. We're gonna be playing Tau today, so I'll pick some characters here in a minute, but I wanted to get through the India thing. If India and China go to war, the worst part is we're gonna back India, and what I mean by that is 90% chance we're getting deployed against China. And no, it's not going to be World War III or anything like that. And no, I don't really care that they have nuclear weapons, because they're not going to use them on each other. For the simple fact that if India uses it, then China's going to use them. And I'd be willing to bet my bottom dollar that India does not have as many nukes as China. China might, for all I know, China might have like backpack nukes. They're just gonna send a bunch of their, you know, millions of people that they can't feed anyway and run them into India. India fighting this war? Not a good idea either, though. They are not big. Well, they both have excessive population surpluses, but I don't think India has as many people as China. Uh, so, but China really needs to let go of Hong Kong. Uh, hey guys, however, 77, welcome back, bud. Sam Space, how are you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream. So, yeah, that's my 2 cents on that. If you have, I mean, go and remember, if you are looking at news sources, you saw I had both CNN and Fox. Make sure you guys get information. Mind you, you can't see it, but there are quotation marks. The information up from both sides of the field. That way you can form your own middle of the road decision, because Fox is too far to the right. At least in my case, if you like Fox News and that's the one you follow, and you follow their train, by all means that's you. If you follow CNN and you follow their train, by all means that's you, buddy. We are all individuals, but I like to take everything from both sides, like, and kind of squish them down into a. No, bud. We've talked about India and China, and how India and China should probably not go to war. But if they do, we'll probably be on the side of India, and that's not going to go well. That's kind of a recap of what I went over there, Nick. So, but yeah, find your middle of the road, your own. Make your own decisions. Make your own mind up. Don't just blindly follow what they say. And that's why I kind of created this morning thing, was to show you my interpretation of it, having seen it from both sides. All right, let's actually pick a place here. All right, we got. No, caves means bugs. Bugs are irritating. 20 to 48 degrees. I agree. Nick, it is not going to be good at all. Now, I don't believe it'll be a World War III, bud. But it's going to put strain upon the world, and no, I don't think they're going to use nukes. All right, so we have our Tau here. You can't shoot anything. You are terrible. What use are you? You can do crafting 11, but you can't do intellectual. And you have an itchy scar. Go away. Go away. Well, you can shoot. You can't do cleaning. I don't really care about that, but good lord. I guess you can be my shooter and my cook? Yeah, I guess that'll work. Weird crew. Oh, he shoots well. Well, maybe I'll keep you. You got mining 4 with a double. Okay, medical. Okay, yeah, I keep the crew. Intellectual 7. I think I can do. Hopefully, I can do better than that. You can't do cleaning or hauling. Wow. We'll see there. I don't. Shooting 3, so better shooting. No fire, but animal 6, intellectual and medical, way better. And he's not. Wait. He's night owl. That's what works fine for me. He's sickly. You can go away. A pyromaniac. You can go away. It can be, however. I'm going to call you Howie. Howie77. How does that sound, bud? Because however kind of throws me off while I'm talking. So you are now Howie77, and that is the nickname I shall give you, and you shall have it. Wow, man. Okay. But yeah, it is scary. But understand too, we live in a different time. We're not going to get into a position where basically the world won't let America get wiped out. And we're not going to let any other country get wiped out. We are, the local busybody at this point. I'm glad, Howie. I like that one. And you have an itchy scar. You can go away. Shooting 4, medical 9. I need somebody. I don't think I have. I think he's the only one with planting. They all have a little bit, but not much. I need a good planter. Ask and you shall receive. A 5. And he's got this thing. I don't know what that does. I haven't played with the Crute yet, so. All right, we're going to start this. It'll load up. And once it does, I'll pause it, and we'll jump on to Pelosi. Yeah, so Pelosi was, she has been a staunch advocate of, the lockdown, and especially, and she's like, don't go outside, don't go, hair salons, you can't open up, things all, just lambasting people for just trying to continue on. Oh, see you later, little V. Have a good day, bud. So, I've got a geothermal plant here, some shipped pieces, a nice little defendable root. I like it. Have a good day, bud. Learn lots. Where are my dudes? Oh, they're still coming in. Okay. I think. Where are you guys at? Odd. But, yeah, I think I will sally up to this right here. I'll do some geothermal, and I'll turn this lovely corridor right here into my killing zone. Yeah, that'll be good. I like that. All right. All right, real quick. All right, so we're going to go on to the Nancy Pelosi. This one's from Fox. We're not going to watch the video because I don't have rights to it, so nope. But we can read about it. Visited San Francisco hair salon on Monday afternoon for a wash and a blowout, despite local ordinance keeping salons closed amid the coronavirus pandemic. These people have learned in security footage. Oh, I'm guessing I can't imagine how they got a hold of that security footage, right? Nobody blew the whistle on her there. But so my biggest issue with this, in my opinion, is that if you're going to make a rule, and just ask the dude in England and the doctor we had here who praises himself for beating the coronavirus or whatever. I don't remember the dude's name. Well, because I have memory problems. But yeah. So you got to start learning that if you're gonna make a rule or say something is something, that you above all else, you have to follow it, or you're gonna get railroaded. And they don't even care what side of the aisle you're on, man. It is great. They will just destroy each other. Fox News will don't get me wrong, Nancy Pelosi is evil in the easiest of terms of words. The whole career politician thing. Maybe I'll make that a rim rant sometime, but this week we'll be doing food in rim rants. We're gonna do some top fives for the rest of the week. Be a lot of fun. But frog in my throat. Hold on. Am I gonna cough? No. Okay. Oh, yes I am. All right, there. Got it out. All right. So if you follow this path, this mind thought, like, I get it. We're in the news, or they're in the news. They're constantly, under eyes and being seen, and people taking their pictures and this, that, and the other, and they want to have their hair done. Well, then don't make the rule that makes the rest of us look like schlubs. All right. I want to have my hair back to the way it was. I currently just buzz my head to make life easier. In general, I just then I get called, called neo-Nazi, blah blah blah. No, I'm just frugal, and I don't want to go to a hair salon when they're all closed down. I don't want to back alley hair salon haircut, you know? I don't know. It just feels like I'm back in the 1920s, you know, in the back of a what are those, what were those things called? Oh man. Oh, the brain. It won't. Oh, what was it called? Speakeasies. We have speakeasy hair salons now. You know, you walk up, you do the secret knock, they open the little slider to the side. You have to speak the password to get your hair cut. But it's stupid anyway. As a whole, she she deserves everything that's coming for her. California is a mess, and if anybody on here lives in California, I am sorry. It will get better. I promise you. Eventually, this shit is gonna stop, dude. And you know, I was born in California. It's right now, and as of late, it's just become a terrible place. And I feel bad for all of them because no matter what, they're still Americans. So, uh, heartfelt sorry goes out to all of the Californians, but you know, you did elect them. So I have a degree of, you know, sympathy for you. Oh, they have, what in the world? There we go. Ah, so much food. Something tells me there's a bug on this particular mod for the food. I don't think I was supposed to get that much food. All right. I know I was supposed to get that much gold, but Popo, move. I don't want to click you. I want all the vests. Thank you. Allow them. And the medicines. All right. We'll make some things here. All right. I think as much room as I have, I think I'll make 2 different buildings here. I'll use this for the barracks real quick. That'll be the barracks for today, and then I'll make another little. Oh no, can't do that. Hold on. Geothermal. Cancel button. There, move that back just a hair, so I have enough room to do that. There we go. That'll do. And then I will turn this area. Nope, not enough. A little bit closer. Think that should be good enough. And this, we'll split this down the middle. As soon as they destroy this. This side will be the dining room, this side will be the kitchen. Or no, this side will be the kitchen, this side will be the dining room. That way I can have the fridge over here. So we will do that little number, put in a door. Do that little number, put in a door. There we go. Put up some production. We got our butcher's table. And our fueled stove. We will have a big old dining room table right here. All right. Get that. Where's my furniture? Furniture. I was in furniture. All right. Oh wait, these are cranky babies. I need to make rooms, or they'll get all sad and unpleasant to be around. We'll turn this into a room. Door. We'll put our main door down here. We'll put a door in down here. We will allocate that, and that for destruction. We will make another down one and over. 1, 2, 3. Make another one. Sure. I'll fix that in a second. No, go away. Go away. And all right. Well, it's not perfect, but it is good for temporary lodging. Hey, Bex. How you doing this morning? All right. So that's my spiel on Pelosi. She can, she shouldn't have done it. She should have not gone to the salon. However, she apparently should have paid her bit bigger tip to the person whose salon she was visiting, because there's only one way people got a hold of that footage. And that was, somebody thought they could make a quick buck on that. All right, up next we have the Old Navy, the one I like the most. I think this is awesome. Old Navy is offering to pay its employees a full day's rate to volunteer as poll workers on Election Day in November, the company announced Tuesday. The move comes from alarming reports that looming nationwide shortage of poll workers, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, the biggest thing is that Old Navy is doing absolutely 100% the best thing I have seen a company, especially a larger company, they aren't the biggest in the world, but do in a long time. They are taking their money and putting it into the government. Basically, they're saying, go out and make sure people can vote. You know, I don't know what side of the aisle Old Navy's on. They're never in the news. So I don't know if they're left or right leaning. It doesn't really matter. Either way, they're a patriot. And that is the best part of it. You cannot expect, people to work for free during those polling things. People volunteer for them all the time, and that is amazing. But the way things are right now, it'd be really hard to find people willing to volunteer to do that. And the fact that Old Navy is going out of its way to do this is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Now, I will say this. Old Navy, just like most retail stores right now, is suffering financially too. All of them are. People just aren't going out and... Oh, cool. I wonder if the rest of Gap will be following suit. Thank you for that information, Bex. I did not know that. So if anybody sees it there, Old Navy is under the Gap brands, which is really cool. So maybe even all the Gap stores will follow suit. Now, even though something is under a particular brand of things, doesn't mean that whole business is run by the overall umbrella. There are many companies that don't do that. Old Navy may be its own singular entity underneath Gap and has no bearing on Gap's feelings. But I think that's awesome. It is some of the best news I've seen in recent weeks. So I think it's great. We'll set up a stockpile zone. There. Alright. I don't want... clear all. I don't want rotten things, but I do want all the food manufactured. Nope, I don't want raw resources. I want items, weapons, and apparel. And you can put buildings in there if you so find it. I want... Nope, not all corpses. Just animal corpses. Alright. production, I need a science table, which will go in here for the time being. That is not its permanent place. I will create my own individual, what do you call it? Like, I create a whole science room. It's great. So, yeah, Gap, 100% support you. Good job. Very American of you. It's very heartfelt for me. Let's see. So after I got that made, hold on. Zones, I need to make some food. Ooh. Yes. We will grow rice here. And a smaller one. That looks like a good spot. We will grow. Where's cotton? Why do I not see cotton? Oh, there it is. Cotton. And lovely little place right here. Here we will. I know. Nobody can do it yet. That's not the point. I will build a. I will build a wall here. And I'm going to double it because that is what needs to be done. And double door. All right. Chop it. I don't care about it. All right. I don't play into the whole psychic powers thing. All right. Oh, I need a regular stockpile zone, don't I? A dumping zone. Yeah, this will do just fine right here. There we go. I need to add raw resources to that. Okay. There we go. We'll let them do some things. Yeah, I'm aware they need beds. Apparently they're going to eat first. All right. Well, while they're doing that, we're going to jump on to the... no, don't you dare play. All right. Apparently, he launched a new ad. He's calling them racists. Now, I know Trump, he basically won his whole last campaign on making Hillary look terrible, but that wasn't a very hard job. Hillary made herself look terrible. He just pointed it out, basically. My opinion, the first day of the RNC, when he did nothing but talk about good things, about America, positive, 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 positive. That's what he needs to do this time around. Now, that doesn't mean let their stupidity go. Occasionally point it out, but for the most part, no. He doesn't need to be focusing on this whole negative Joe Biden train. Because all they're doing now is fighting back and forth. And it looks kind of dumb. And, yeah. Now, I will say, as far as the Biden train versus the Trump train, Trump has a lot more ammo to work with. Biden spent most of, the 8 years that he was vice president not doing anything and annihilating our medical care system, which we still haven't fully recovered from. Like, as a way to subsidize their own, to the healthcare system, to make it slightly more affordable, we moved almost, what is it? It's like 85%, I believe, the last time I saw it. 85% of all of our medical manufacturing, not a medical research, medical manufacturing to China. Now we have a coronavirus. Those two things are correlated. It is not a mystery. Those things happen because we did things, and so we have our situation that we have now, like medical masks. Most 90% of them come from China. Yeah. Uh, Viral warfare seems like a real scary aspect for us right now because we don't make any of the things that we need to make to defend ourselves from those in the quantities that we need for the entire populace. Now, mind you, there are factories and manufacturing facilities in the United States specifically designed to make vaccines and things like that for the military that are only done in the U.S. because they have to be. The military cannot buy unless it's something that is exclusively offered or patented from a Chinese company or something like that. We cannot buy them from anywhere but the U.S. Um, I remember I mentioned that once before, and somebody was like, "Well, we buy FN AR-15s now, or well, technically M4s." And I'm like, "We buy FN America. There are two separate companies." Now, the umbrella company may be French, but all the gun manufacturing, mind you, some of the parts I'm sure do come from other places. Uh, but between the manufacturing and where the guns are coming from, they have actual factories in the United States. We have to do that for the simple fact that if we don't have those in the United States and that country gets pissed at us, not that France would, but if that country gets angry at us, they can stop sending us the thing that we're buying from them. We've already given them the money. Now they're not going to give us the goods, so to speak. So that becomes an issue if you think about it logistically as far as trying to maintain a military in your country. So everything is from the United States. So be aware of that. That if someone's like, "We have none," like, no, we just don't have it at the quantity that we for the entire United States populace. But there are facilities that make drugs and things like that in the United States. But Trump here is complaining or saying basically that they're the reason. He gets picked on and poked at and things like that all the time for basically being this great arbiter of hate and things like that, when in all honesty he's really not. He's just he doesn't think before he speaks. That's his biggest problem. But but yeah, so those are some of the top. Those are the top stories for today, or about that. That's just one of the top stories. I'm just giving. I'm just going over what they're talking about. In all honesty, I could care less if Trump is angry at Pelosi or at the radical left, because we're all mad at the radical left. Ah, this one. This one is quite funny. So we have this MSNBC lady here. Again, I'm not gonna play the video, but this lady here, she talks about how Trump is like a Muslim radical leader, and that's not even the main. What I find personally interesting about this story, it's the fact that this very black, very left wing lady right here, she's just trying to point out and a similarity in her mind, and I say that with quotation marks around, in her mind, definitely. Uh, about how Muslim leaders and things like that are basically they just radicalize their population and then send them off to blow themselves up. That is the crux of what she is calling Trump. She's saying Trump is doing this because some dude shot somebody with a paintball gun, which he has no control over. He didn't say, "Go shoot them with a paintball gun." But somebody did at one of his rallies in, I believe it was believe it happened in Kenosha, if I'm not. Mark, where was it? She's I read it earlier. Yeah, I thought it told me. I thought it said where it was. Anyway, it was one of Trump's rallies. Sorry about that. I thought it said where it was, what she was responding to. Oh, response to tweet video pro-Trump caravan, which a man who shot paintballs at protesters. Oh, I thought it had a place. Anyway, never mind. But basically, the moment she said this, these, I'm assuming he was the leader of this. Just call it a hunch. I don't know. But these folks here just started ripping her apart. Or, well, they agreed with her and stuff like that. But after the fact, this lady here, it's all about her being, now she's some sort of terrible Islamophobe. And things like that. Now, I will say this. From her perspective, she wasn't saying, like, it sucks that if you say a certain thing that angers somebody and they get their feelings boo-booed, that you can't just say, hey, that's not, like, that's not what I meant. Because she didn't mean it in this fashion. She didn't mean that all Muslims are terrible. She was talking specifically about radical Muslim groups. And she's, but everybody just turned into this anti-Muslim comments and Islamophobia and all this, that, and the other, and they just lambasted her with it. And yeah, she's getting eat up, and that's the left eating the left, and that's why I say eventually the Democratic Party will eat itself alive, and in the aftermath of that, there will be something of actual quality left over. But I get from the things I've seen lately, like, yeah, we're in a heated thing here, but I could see the next couple of elections going to the least controversial, the least, outspoken individual. That's where the presidency is going to go to. If anybody's ever seen Futurama, about the they had the election, about, it was one of the early episodes too. I think it was in the first season. I can't remember exactly, but they're like John Johnson versus Johnson John, or so, I can't remember the exact names. Bex, I know you know, if you're on here still, tell me. But yeah, the presidents were reverse named, but they were clones of each other, and that's what it's going to seem like for the next few years in the presidency. I think there's not going to be this massive disparaging difference between the two. We're going to have more Joe Bidens. Biden is the most bland and mundane candidate ever. We're not going to have another Trump or anything fun like that. It's going to be all boring. Oh. But I believe that's actually, what does he do? He ignores his lessons about the pandemic. Yeah, this is Trump spouting off about how we've defeated the greatest pandemic in the last 100 years. Nope, sorry. What was it? 2 years ago, we had a flu that was more deadly than this. Jack Johnson and, yeah, John Jackson. Thank you, Bex. I knew you'd know. But yeah, so in this one here, he's just talking about how, he's trying to bluster himself, as he does often, because, that is Donald Trump, and that is the person who he is. Just so everybody's aware, where'd it go? I saw it on there. That is not the coronavirus death numbers. That is the number of people that have died. That is not the correct number. CNN has this highly exaggerated idea about what this is. And yeah, they didn't change their death toll after the CDC did an investigation into the coronavirus deaths. So basically what happened there, and it's actually a far more interesting story, it's just not in today's main news because it's not that important to them. But what happened there was the CDC they went and looked at what was going on. They're like, this seems strange. We did all these things to try to prevent deaths, but it doesn't seem to be working at all. And we can't quite figure out why. But what it basically boiled down to was they were giving money to hospitals who said they had coronavirus patients and coronavirus deaths. The hospital, unsurprisingly, said everybody dies of COVID. Everybody. There ain't a soul in here who does not die of COVID. Because they want money. They want the free monies. And there's no blaming them. I mean, that's capitalism. That's, if somebody said tomorrow that if you say the word blinky every day, you will get $50. Well, blinky, 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 blinky. I'm just going to say it because I want the $50. So, but the CDC went out of their way to double check the numbers, so to speak, and found that, the car accident patient may not have died from COVID-19 complications. He may have died from a car accident. That might have been the cause. When the 18-wheeler ran over his, Prius, COVID virus was not in play. But it is, it's pretty terrible to think that we can't manage to, in some way, shape, or form, not be utter douchebags in a general sense. But, it is what it is. Where's my recreation stuff? But as far as interesting news, a couple of the other things that have been going on, I don't find them particularly interesting myself, only because they've been talked about to death. But I would feel remiss if I did not note the fact that the rather exuberant amount of riot incidents and things like that. Just be aware that, it's out there. It sucks. Be safe. Remember always that, your safety is in fact more important than the safety of other, people. I know it sucks, but your safety, your family's safety, that should be your number one priority. Keep it close, keep yourself safe, guys. But that's gonna do it for me today. I had fun. I will come up with hopefully some I didn't find any other than I want to try to always find one really good piece of news, because it seems like it's all the negative stuff. But I want to find that inspirational, that hopeful bit of information that makes you understand and feel happy about the world versus all the bad stuff. So, good job on Old Navy. Both of our cast. Hold on, what was I gonna say? Oh, lost my train of thought. Anyway, I know you guys commented about the India and China thing being scary. Just be aware that no matter what happens out there, we are a singular country. We do take care of our own, and we need to make sure that when you go and you vote this year, that you make sure to tell them, get your point across that we don't need to police China and India. Will it happen? More than likely. We aren't a world government, but we have to worry about what happens around. Like this country needs to worry about what happens over there, because we can't get shiny, fun plastic toys if China is in India or at war with each other. And what are we going to do about the call centers, huh? When Tim from South Dakota can't pick up the phone because I don't have tech support for my internet, it will be most definitely put out for a day or so. But in all honesty, guys, um, thanks everyone for watching. Have fun. That's the number one thing when it comes to playing video games. Have fun. We will see you all next time. If you like anything you like, tell me about it. Like, share, subscribe. Anything you don't like, again, tell me about it. I want to know. I want to know what I can do to improve. If you have a particular news bit that you found that you would like people to be find out about, let me know. I'd be more than happy to put it on here, as long as it, I try to avoid certain hot button topics because YouTube will take me out of the rotation, and that sucks. Basically, I don't say the B blank M, but I can figure ways around it too if it's a particularly interesting story, though. But take care of yourselves, take care of your families. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know what I can do to improve. At 12 o'clock, we will be having a top 5 food things I don't like that shouldn't be in food. I will also be having it's new game night tonight. I will be doing Wasteland 3. Pretty neat looking game. It's a turn-based tactical, kind of a team tactics thing. It's a lot of fun. I'm going to test it out. See if it's a game. Maybe we may feature it as it does have multiplayer. So if I like it and I think it'll go well, but does it lend itself well to talking and playing at the same time? You may see it a lot more during the 4-player stuff. But got to get some muns before that happens, so it probably won't be till next month before we get it for the whole group of 4. Special thanks to Little V for stopping in. Howie77, thank you again. Sam Space, see you next time. Nick, see ya. And Bex, as always, it's always great to hear from you. And thanks for the John Jackson help there. We'll see you guys all next time. Have a wonderful day. I need music to play while I wait for the 20 seconds to run out after I hit the button. That's what I need.